I mean, fair. I got more words. I can do this, or we can go in and change this to refuse and see what happens.
Refuse. No choice but to refuse Iggy's request. He tightened his grip.
We might die immediately.
In his pocket. A wild delight crept onto Mr. Kerr's face. That's a good lad. Now, radio for help. Iggy begged Luca with his eyes one last time, but Luca pressed the button and called out. We need help. Mr. Kerr is in danger. It wasn't long before they were once again surrounded by clipboards. Mr. Kerr sighed with relieved frustration. There you are. You really are a worthless lot, aren't you?
You told him to go away?
Now, a clipboard dutifully produced an ornate ivory hand mirror, and Mr. Kerr began preening his tousled hair. That's better. Mr. Van Horn, I applaud your sharp thinking under duress. I'll put in a good word for you with the founder. Take them away. A swarm of hands overpowered Luca. The last thing he saw before a cloth bag was pulled over his head was the defeated look on Iggy's face. And
oh, okay. Apparently that's what happens.
Where doing the right thing was the wrong thing.
But now we know about the founder. Okay. What if we do Sly Cop?
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What's going on here? But you're that Modwell girl. Please call me Beck. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm sorry. Doesn't make any sense.
Quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here to...
As if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yes, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her though. If anyone were to find out that we were going to destroy this source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. Then there is one loose end I'll go work on. One more loose end. Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf, and wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper just missed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? I don't know. So we have password and know where to put it. It means something. Right? Good thinking. You should probably go work on that. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
That password, Rolo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried. Covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those. Each letter is a number thingy. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncrete's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rolo with amazement.
Rolo, that was incredible. Well, it's neither that or Creed's nude drugstore. Yeah, I think you're right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Yay! Nuncreed! Oh, I got less as he did murderous ones. What are you doing out here? You scared me half to death. Sorry. You guys haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Oh. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear the man would be late for his own funeral. Oh my god, I can sit here and look cool. Excuse you. So I want to go in there. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Let's get up with work. Work. You? I had a few details to lock down for the festival. Huh? What'd you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? You think?
He looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I have. He killed me. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what current perennial harvest true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered us help. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. How is that temporary? You like destroyed the ground. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When all this inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be part of the future or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be August. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. Hey, Lady Crocodile's down there. It's getting late, children. Don't worry about us. You do you. Knowledge. He spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. Huh. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. We better get some nun creeds. No! But yet, you let me come down here. What about up here? Can I go up here? No, little bad lady, where are you? No shit, it's the kid. What's the kid doing? Okay, let's reset up.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. You're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still here? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You may say we have an agreement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. I do like licorice. You can tell a lot about a person by the choice of their confection. Yeah, I guess. I like sour cobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Well, he's right, it's locked. Gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Well, we know that does something. Have you ever actually seen anyone use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Creed new rug store. I mean, underground secrets. The password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Looked like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
Tunnels. I knew it. You knew there was some secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth. Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. Ugh. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Automatic issue number 12 are real? Brillo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Automatic. That is why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of them has something written on them. Mining Operations Alpha? You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer in a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies exactly. That's the thing about Pa, you don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. For Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a nun creed and talks like a nun creed, we'll not jump to conclusions. Just saying. There's a lot of buttons. Press them. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rilla, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was it? What? Where? There's something about weird tubes down here. Let's just get back. Oh no. Hey. Shit. 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 Awesome. You all need to come with me. No. We aren't going anywhere with you. Until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, not great.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad? You know, your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. Dan, being here, baby. Love, oh, it's eyeball shit. Listen. Dan, I love that you're here. How was your day? Did you have a good day? That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team all night. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. We were a sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Creed let out a growl of a sigh.
Yeah. Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. He was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. Just stopping by to say goodnight, baby. Worked 14 hours. You worked 14 hours? Or you are working 14 hours? You need to be up in 7. Have a good night. I hope your day goes well tomorrow. Sleep sweet. My dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. The thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick and the villain plot. All loved being with Rachis almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing though. He begged me not to take Valentine's offer. He said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure to keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he still has me saying yes. Is there a point to the sob story? I don't really know. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncrete took a menacing step towards the children.
There are 3 of you. You can take him out. I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
But you really don't know. Migraine isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she...
Face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncrete grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's gonna do right now. Good night, Dion. Thank you for stopping by. She doesn't understand what she is messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger. I know. She had a map of the mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncrete.
She said the other one. She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away! As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. Why is that so funny? That did not go how I expected. So... We're totally following him, right? Totally. You on the other side! You good? Yep. I love this town. How cool would that be, though?
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth.
Yes.
Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
I love that they're smart enough to move so they don't run into each other. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Summer cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. Where did it all go? This sucks. Why would anyone want to blow up something? To blow something up out here? We know where Only one way to find out, I suppose. We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think you put this way. Anybody know what's up here? I know what this is. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear it off with some snow. No time. Nuncreed's getting away. Okay. This is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen town replica of the town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Hello. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shape-shift into Beacon Pine citizens of their choosing. You never really had me. But you very much lost me there. You get used to it, we should get moving.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild.
Yes.
Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you're thinking about doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you're doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right now, this
Mr.
moment.
Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
The back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
Got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over the torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not
They
true.
both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
What was like a brother to me? We just had different ideas about how to effect change. How very convenient that your way just happened to line with your buckets. Now it's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath.
Menaced at each other, what?
The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Oh shit.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
And in the stillness, he began to... Let's hum.
And in the stillness, he began to hum.
I don't know why, I just want to.
After the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
What is happening? I don't know. Oh, hi, Alex. You drinking the tea?
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation.
You're drinking the peppermint tea. Very nice. You must say it's very nice. I like
The
peppermint tea.
incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself. Through a flood of tears, she began to hum along, note for note.
Oh, I can't do anything. We just chilling with us. How was your night, Alex? How you doing?
Luca lifted his head in astonishment.
I was supposed to hit spacebar.
The last time he heard that melody was the last night.
This is
he
good.
saw
I have
his mother.
every light closed bar, my little lamp here, and chillin'. How was yours? It's great. It's not traumatic at all. Not traumatic at all. How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother. Wait, that's
Blinked through
his
blurry,
mom?
watery eyes, trying to see more clearly. He could just
Wait.
make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother.
Did his mom fall in the green toxic stuff?
Smaller, older, changed.
Mom? That's right, buckaroo. Mom!
Lucas sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my son.
Eleanor looked down at Luca, tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
Ow. You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you would have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right there, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get everything they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. What do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with
For the first
fire.
time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. Dinner is done. What did you make for dinner? And can I come over? I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold hard truth.
Luca gazed down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. Tilapia, Caesar salad, and mashed taters. Oh, tilapia. That sounds delicious. And yes, you can. Yay! Thank you for the invite, even though technically I invited myself, but thank you! You don't understand. He always wins.